Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I am here to do a Friday Reads video. So yes, it's been a very long time since I last did a Friday Reads video. It's been about 6 to 8 months. I haven't done one since last August, and that's because, school got in the way. I just didn't have time to sit down and film one for you guys. But I figured I wanted to kick off the new year on a good note and start doing these again. So if you guys are not familiar with Friday Reads, it's pretty much a weekly wrap-up of the books you have read recently. Yes, I will still be doing my monthly wrap-ups. I just figured why not do these every now and then. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and get started. So within the past week since last Friday, I managed to read 3 books. The first one of those being Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. This is a YA contemporary novel that follows the main character Simon, who is gay, but he has not come out yet. And in this story, he is in a relationship of some sorts with this boy named Blue who goes to his school, but he doesn't know his true identity. And at the same time, Simon is being blackmailed by a fellow classmate into revealing his sexual identity. So it's a really interesting book. I saw this making the way around BookTube for a year and a half now, ever since I started BookTube, and also the movie is coming out, I believe, in March. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And I wanted to pick up the book, and I really enjoyed this. It was something I didn't know if I would like, because I'm not too familiar with LGBTQ plus romance novels, but I am starting to get more involved within the contemporary style of that community. So I really did enjoy this, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was my TBR jar pick for the month of January, and that is 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. This is another YA contemporary novel that follows our main character Clay, who when this book is taking place, he finds these tapes on his doorstep that were sent to him and a bunch of other people from this girl named Hannah, who has recently committed suicide. And on these tapes are the 13 reasons why she killed herself and how these different people had an influence on that happening. This is also another somewhat popular book. You either love it or hate it. It is kind of a controversial book because it deals with heavy topics such as depression and suicide. And for me personally, I liked some elements of the book, but I didn't like all of it. I couldn't really connect with the characters. I didn't really like how depression and suicide was portrayed, considering I have dealt with that myself over the past couple of years. It was just, in my opinion. I did like the writing style for J. Asher, so I maybe will pick up future books by him in the near future, but this one just didn't do it for me, so I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And moving on to the last book, which I have read because I have to get up on my phone. Let's see. So the last book I read was Senlin Ascends, and this is by Josiah Bancroft, and that is a e-arc I got from NetGalley, and this came out on January 16th, so this past Tuesday. This is a adult fantasy novel, I guess you could say, and it follows our main character Thomas, who him and his wife, his new wife, are on their honeymoon, and they're going to this local tower. And in this tower, it is made up of different societies, each of a different rank. And when they arrive there, Thomas's wife goes missing, and he is led to believe that she has made her way into the tower, and she's pretty much disappeared, and he has to go find her. And I didn't really like this book. I explained in a couple of my reading vlogs my distaste for this book. It was very boring, and I couldn't connect with the characters. The portrayal of how women were treated in this book was absolutely terrible. I did not like it. It took me almost a month to read, so I ended up giving it 2 stars. Yeah, not very good in my opinion, but it has really high ratings on Goodreads, so if that's something that's interesting to you guys, I would pick it up. Alright, so that is everything I read in the past week. Now we're going to move on to what I am currently reading. So the first book I am currently reading is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is the Peruse Utopia Book Club book pick of the month for the month of January. I am like 110 pages in, 112 pages in, and this is a YA fantasy novel that follows the main character Jude. At the beginning of this book, her parents are killed by her mother's ex-husband who was part of the Fae Kingdom, and she and her siblings are taken away and they live in the Fae Kingdom. And then years later, she doesn't want to leave, and she's been training to kind of compete against the Fae warriors, and in order to have her stay in the Fae Kingdom, she kind of has to go through all these Hunger Games style competitions, and it follows her trying to win her place within the Fae. I am really enjoying this book. This is getting a lot of praise around BookTube and, you know, the book blogging, Bookstagram, and bookish social media community, and it is well deserved. This is like, the best way I can describe it as is Game of Thrones and the Hunger Games meets ACOTAR. I love ACOTAR. I've never read Game of Thrones, but I have started watching the TV show, and I do love the Hunger Games, so reading my favorite, or two of my favorite things incorporated into this book. So I am really liking this. I'm hoping to finish it tonight. The next couple of books I have are on ebook. So the next one is going to be Zack, and this is by Kalin Croft. I probably said that wrong. I'm so sorry. I don't know much about this book. This is another e-arc I got from NetGalley, and this comes out on the 24th, so this upcoming Thursday. And this is a YA thriller novel, and that's literally all I know. I'm not very far into it. I want to say I'm like 10% into it, so once I have more details about it, I will let you guys know in an upcoming Friday Reads video or in my monthly wrap-up. But it's good so far. It takes place in Sweden, so it's pretty cool. The next one I am currently reading is The Diviners, and that is by Libba Bray. I am listening to this on audio. I am loving this book. I think this is the way to go if you guys want to read the Diviners series. It's on audio. It is narrated by January Jones, and it is spectacular. I love it. So that is, it's amazing. This is a YA paranormal novel that's kind of hard to explain, but it pretty much follows our main character, Evie, who she is originally from Ohio, but she moves to New York after something happens there to move in with her uncle. And there she discovers that there are these people called diviners who have these special abilities. So one of them, we followed a bunch of characters who are diviners. We have one who is a healer, one of them who kind of sleepwalks into different places. We have one who can tell like people's past just by touching an object. All sorts of people. It's really interesting. I have about 5.5 hours left on this on audio, and I am so excited to see where this book wraps up because I cannot wait to move on to the next one. And that is actually everything that I am currently reading. And also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but I want to announce a really quick announcement for you guys. I started a book club on Goodreads, and that is called Chapter by Chapter. I am the moderator, but I am looking for other moderators. If that is something you guys are interested in checking out, let me know in the comments down below, or you can DM me on my social media links. This is again a book club, and our first book pick is for the month of February, and that's going to be The Ballads by Danielle Clayton. And I'm so excited to start with you guys. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you might have seen my announcement on there, and we already got a good amount of members, so thank you so much to everybody that has joined so far. I truly, truly appreciate it. So if you guys are interested in joining my book club, I will have the link down below. And that is all I have for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I'll be sure to have my Goodreads link to my book club down below, along with all the other social media links. So those include my Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, and my blog. Again, those are always linked down below. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.